as we have observed that the chart is still currently moving in a sideways fashion, right? And moving in a sideways fashion in this particular triangle that we have drawn beforehand, right? Which means this triangle is still in effect, right? And also means that the chart or the market is pressuring both buyers and sellers into closing their position before breaking out, either by breaking above or either by breaking below. If buyers first close their position first, the chart is going to break above. If sellers close their position first, the chart is going to break below, right? Or if both buyers and sellers are not going to be closing their position, the chart or the market will also have a way to force them into closing their position, right? Either by accumulating buyers by dumping down all the way down about 10 to 20,000 pips or around 10 to 20,000 points before forming a bullish price action and then start attacking sellers, right? So we do not know what the chart is going to do now because it is still moving in a sideways fashion and moving in this particular triangle that we have drawn beforehand, which means this triangle is still in effect. And this also proves that whatever I have said before this is all true, right? Because if I do not do a detailed analysis of the chart, how will I know that this triangle is going to happen? And how would I have drawn this triangle before it even happened, right? I'm not smart. I'm not a genius, right? I'm not a genius. I'm not that smart. But how I see the chart moving is all based on me analyzing the chart in detail, right? I'm reading the chart as how it should be. I'm not reading the chart using emotion, using my own desire of what I want the chart to become, right? Let's say I enter a buy position or a long position. I would want the chart to go up. So everything will be according to my own bias, right? But if you are trading and you put yourself in the middle, right? Watching the chart from every single perspective, watching the chart from a buyer's perspective or watching the chart from a seller's perspective, you'll be able to look at the chart in a more clearer way to know what the chart is trying to do. Is it trying to accumulate buyers? Is it trying to accumulate sellers? And then after that, will it take out buyers and sellers, right? After accumulating, it tends to take out those buyers and sellers, right? So you do not know what the chart is doing unless you read the chart as it should be, unless you read the chart from multiple perspectives, right? You do not read the chart from your own point of view. You need to read the chart from every single angle you can view it from, and then make a decision, not bias on your emotion, but make a decision from reasoning, right? From price action, from human behavior and psychology. And then you're going to be able to have the best entry possible because you do know what is happening on the chart, right? You do not wish for the chart to happen according to your wish, according to your desire, but you read the chart and analyze it accordingly to how it is moving. As right now, it is still moving in a sideways fashion, so we do not understand what the chart is doing now, but we can understand that the chart is trying to force both sellers and buyers into closing their position. And once both sellers and buyers have closed their position, the chart is going to start breaking, either by breaking above or either by breaking below. We do not know, but we do know is the chart, if the initial trend, if the main trend is bullish, the chart will go into a sideways, waiting to break above, right? But if the initial trend is bearish, the chart will go into a sideways, waiting to break below, right? Because it will go on its expansion before reversing. So right now, as the main price action is on the bullish side, it is consolidating, right? Sideways, waiting to go into an expansion above, not below. But if it is breaking below, it is breaking below to do what? It is breaking below to take out buyers, right? Accumulate buyers from all of this support over here and then push down all the way, just enough to thought to not attack the next key level support. And then after taking out all of these buyers, it is going to form a bullish price action, push up and attack resistance. And then the next candle retest to take out more buyers. And then the next candle will push up to attack resistance once more. And if it is able to attack and break resistance, the next candle is where the next candle retest or retracement is where we're going to start buying, and then wait for the chart to expand. Correct? So right now, as we can see, the chart is sideways, it's moving in a sideways. We do not buy, we do not sell unless there is a break above or a break below. And as you have seen in the chart, I have placed my buy limit over here at this wick over here, and my sell limit at this wick over here. Why only one sell limit but why two buy limits? Because the initial trend of this whole chart thing is bullish. So if the main trend is bullish, you are not going to be going against the trend. So if you're really going against the trend, you do not add on too many positions by going against the trend. One position is enough for you to go into liquidation if it is expanding non-stop, right? So you do not need too many positions going against the trend because it will force you into liquidation. Or at least if not liquidation, it will force you to close your position at a bigger loss than you should, right? So that is why there are two buy limits position, because the initial trend of this whole chart thing is bullish, because the bullish price action is over here, right? Or we call it a PA buy, right? So this thing is bullish. We play on the bullish side, but we wait for the chart to take out more buyers before we start buying, or either wait for the chart to push up, accumulating sellers, right? If it is accumulating sellers, the next candle retest we're gonna be buying, right? The next candle week retest we're gonna be buying, because a retest is a manipulation to take out more buyers before attacking the next support. If it retests and does not touch support, we're gonna be buying. And if it then start pulling back and start expanding above, that is how you know that your buy side position or your long position is safe. Okay, so this is all I'm going to be here for, and I hope you guys could be profitable from today, from every single day after today. Because why? Because we're going to be reading into the chart. We are not just blindly copying another people's strategy. We are not just blindly copying and just using according to how we see other strategy, right? We analyze the chart, we read the chart, we read each price action, we analyze every single detail on the chart to be able to understand what the chart is doing by moving up and down, right? Every single move up, every single move down is telling us something. For you guys who trade whatever theory they give you, you guys may think that this is all noise. But the problem is all of this noise is detail. It's detail that you should be paying attention to. Because why? Because these details are the things that are telling you what the chart is trying to do continuously. If it is trying to continuously attacking support, it is telling us that it is accumulating buy side volume. And accumulating buy side volume means that it will dump soon. But you guys sometimes think that attacking support once, and you do not see the noise in that attacking support, right? Sometimes it pushed down to attack support continuously a few times, right? Repeatedly. You do not see that action. You only see that it attacks support and then pull back, and you think that this support will start holding, but no. This support is being used to accumulate buy side volume, but you only see the candle attack support once. But if you look at the candle, you will see that this support is being attacked continuously, which means buy side volume are being accumulated. And if buy side volume is being accumulated, the chart, the market will dump, right? So noises are not that good, right? But it is the essence of trading. Because why? The essence of trading is in understand the movement of each and every candle, not just a price action, not just a trend, not just a pattern. You need to understand the movement, right? Like how if you're practicing martial arts, you need to understand the move your opponents are going to use against you by watching their every single movement of the body, right? You understand your opponent's move by analyzing the movement of every aspect of your body to be able to understand what they're trying to do. Are they trying to use their fist and punch you? Are they trying to use their legs? Right? Because why? If you're only used to using the same similar pattern to fight, to trade, all you will do is you'll trade at the same fashion. You do not understand the main aspect, you do not understand the whole thing, you do not understand the core of that theory. That is useless, right? I believe that every single theory, every single strategy can be profitable if you understand the core of it. But most of you guys only see the the surface of that theory, the surface of that strategy, and you guys start trading like crazy. That is nothing to be proud of, because you do not even get to the main thing. You do not even get to the core information of that chart, of that theory, of that strategy before you start trading. And you think you're going to be profitable by getting new strategy. Nope, you're not going to be profitable. You stick on to one strategy and you get to the core of that strategy. You get to the main cause of that strategy. Not just only taking appetizer and then you start going out and think that you're full. Nope. You need to go to the main course and then start going out, right? If you take only the appetizer, you're gonna be hungry if you go out after that. Because why? You have not got to the main course yet. So how could you be full, right? Information and knowledge is the same. If you only get appetizer but not the main course, and you think that you're full, you are lying to yourself, right? You do know that you haven't even got to the core of that single theory that you're learning, and you try to be profitable using that. Nope, you're not going to be profitable. You're going to be losing, and you're going to be losing continuously too. Okay, so for now, you do not enter any position unless a break above or a break below happens, and we wait for the chart to form either a bullish or a bearish price action before we start trading. That will be for the best. So for today, that's all I'm going to be here for, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys can be profitable from today consistently, right? And I hope you guys could put all of this knowledge to good use that I've been giving you guys, because I would one day stop giving out all of this information because this is precious. I could sell it for a lot more money, but I chose to give all of this to you guys, so please cherish it, at least until I have stopped giving you, because this information would be gold in the near future. And for today, that's all I'm going to be here for, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. See ya.